All right, y'all. Look, I was looking back at my old videos and I realized how much I didn't like listening to myself. And I realized I didn't like listening to myself because I didn't really feel like it was me. And I realized I've suffered from imposter syndrome, like this idea that maybe I don't belong where I am. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. And so when I think about this content that I'm going to create, I gotta think about what's the point? Like, what's the goal for this? And that's really the point of this episode. Like, when you're gonna build an app or you're gonna build something for your life or you're gonna take a job, a lot of times we just do it because that's the next step. That's like what we should do. And shout out to LeVar. That's why I wore this today. Because he always had a plan. He knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted for his boys. He knew what he wanted for his life. He knew what he wanted for his family. He had a plan in action. No matter what people said about him, no matter what people did, he stayed true to himself. And whether you hate him or love him, the man's a millionaire. He's built a great business. And whether the shoes worked or shirts worked or whatever, that man created greatness. Now, this is the same way you have to go about your life, your apps, and your business. What is your goal? Don't let somebody else pick out your goal for you. Don't let them decide certain things. Don't just go to someone because they say, oh, I know the way, so trust me. So to bring it back, Venture X1, man, we're always focused on helping people build their apps. I had a customer reach out. They had a quote for like 85,000 from somebody. And they were like, hey, can you match this? And I was like, for what? What's that? And they're like, oh, all the functionalities in there, whatever. And I was like, yeah, but why are you building it? And they're like, well, it doesn't matter or whatever. I was like, no, this does matter because I can't create an app for you if I don't know why we're creating the app, right? Like you send me a list of functionality, sure we could just build whatever, but how am I gonna know what success is? How do I know what to build on, right? Like if we're gonna build a house, you don't want to build a house on sand. I mean, like at the end of the day, then the house is just gonna sink down. You want to make sure that the house is built on the right foundation. A lot of people don't realize, like, sure, AWS, gold standard, whatever, but there's Firebase, there's Vimeo, every single one of and endless more, but all of these different backends are set up and are really good for different things. Like deciding on whether you're going to build an app that's going to be on iOS and Android at the same time, or should it just be iOS? Should we just focus on this piece? Should we create a web version first? Should we maybe test the market? I mean, there's so many questions you have to ask, and the only way you can ask those questions is if you know what the goal is. That's why Venture X1 is special. We focus on helping you be successful with your app so that we understand, okay, this is the goal. All right, well, we should probably start here. This is probably the first version you should have so we can make sure that this is what you need. And then we can, if that doesn't work, then we'll hit this version or we'll test the market this way or, we'll start with this backend because your goal is to eventually have live streaming on the app. It's a process, it's progress. And that's the same thing for life, right? Like if you want to become a billionaire, you don't just take any job. You want to figure out what job can get me to that point. Where can I get the most gain? Like, sure, you can make $10 an hour working at, McDonald's somewhere, or you could maybe get a job as a temp somewhere, or even volunteer at a place where you know a billionaire now, where that person is who you're working under. You gotta think about what it is you want most in life and what it is you want most for your app, and then build off of that. That's the way everything should be in life. Period. End of story. So, in conclusion, for me, I'm going to teach you guys something that I've learned. I had too many hands in the pot. I was listening to too many people because I was looking for them to give me answers for my life, and only I could know that. So no matter what it is that you do, you need to be able to look into yourself and ask yourself, like, what is it that I want? What is it that I want to be and grow to become? Because that is the only way that you will actually be able to look back in 5 years and say, yeah, okay, we did this right, right? Like, oh, that I messed a couple things up. Let's recalibrate and then start moving in the right direction. It's the same thing for apps. It's the same thing for websites. It's the same thing for your business, and it's especially what you should be doing for your life. So it's your boy Django. I am enjoying this journey and you guys getting to be a part of it. I'm enjoying the growth and being able to become the best version of myself. And I hope that I can help you in the next steps of your journey. This is Django, living unchained or learning to live unchained. I'm not even sure. Have a great day.